Hi again, Adrian from Onsite Helper. This video I'll be covering Google Sheets. In particular, I'll be doing an overview of Sheets, showing you compatibility with Microsoft Excel, showing you how to protect data in cells, simple data management, predictive AI formulas, ways to collaborate, and finally add-ons. So those who haven't used Sheets, Sheets is Google's version of Microsoft Excel. Quite simple to use, still very feature rich. I'll show you how to access Sheets. You can just open up a new tab, click on the 9 Google Apps icons and open up Sheets. Another quick way to access it is you can just type in sheets.new in Google Chrome. And that'll also open up create a new Google Sheet for you. If you did open it up via this, you can just click on the plus to create a new sheet from here. This also shows you all of your current sort of recently worked on sheets as well. So if you're still using Microsoft Excel, you might want to convert these into a Google Sheet. To do that, open up Google Drive, bring up one of your existing Excel documents. Just by typing Excel format, XLS. So you can see it's got little X on the end there. That's to show that it's a Microsoft Excel format still. So this opens it up in the browser using a Google Chrome preview type thing. Then you get the option to save a copy or save it as a Google Sheet by clicking on File, Save as Google Sheet. Now this is converting it from Excel to a Google Sheet. And generally, it all will come across pretty smoothly. Sometimes you might need to adjust a little bit of formatting, but generally the formulas and all that will come across quite fine. And of course, you can then export any Google Sheet to an Excel file. Just click on File, Download, and just choose Microsoft Excel. You could also do it as a PDF in some other formats, CSV, so you can see it's downloaded there. Okay, now I'll show you how to freeze some cells, protect your information, or protect some self-data. I'll just close these ones off. I'll open up a recent spreadsheet with a bit more interesting data in it. Let's open up this World Cup analysis. Okay, now we might want to start analyzing some of our data. So a good way to do that is just to sort by cells. So let's say if we wanted to work out which team was scoring the most goals, we can basically select everything and go to Data, Sort Range. Data has heading. We'll choose goals scored. We'll sort by that. So as you can see here, the numbers are descending. So yeah, we've got Germany, France, Brazil, all scoring many more goals. We can also see the history of a particular cell. So let's say if we suspected a country of match fixing, you could right click on a particular cell and go Show Edit History. And in this case, we can see that Germany was replaced with Italy. So we can just undo that and go back to the previous setting. Let's start by freezing some columns. So to do that, let's say if you're scrolling up and down, you kind of lose the heading at the top here. What we can do is just drag this one here down one. And now if we scroll up and down, the heading sort of follows it. Next, I'll show you how to sort of protect some cells, so stop them from being overwritten. I'll just close my little image here. So you can do it a few ways. You could protect the whole sheet just by clicking on Protect Sheet, and that would basically protect the whole sheet. Or you could choose maybe a range. So let's say we might want to protect the whole of the H, prevent any goal fixing. So you just set the permission there. Say who can do it. Is it just who can edit this range? Only me, or you might grant other people as well, or it might just have a warning. So it just basically means that no one else will be able to modify any numbers under goal scoring. So no more match fixing. Then we can do individual cells as well. So let's say if we wanted to protect these particular cells, you can right click on those ones individually, and again just choose protect range. Again, set a permission there. So a few ways to go about that one. And of course you can see the history of the whole sheet just by going to File, Version History, See Version History. And this will show you all the changes that were made during that time. And you can restore back to any version you wish just by clicking the Restore to Version. We might also want to clean up some of this information. We don't need World Cup in all these columns, so we can just do a find and replace. Control F for find, and we'll just type in World Cup. And then we'll just place it with a space, and that should get rid of all the World Cups. So now we've just got the year and the country. From then, we might even want to split this up. So let's say if we wanted to have these years in a separate column. To do that, you'd have to copy and paste each one out in a separate column, which would be quite frustrating. Quick way to do that is to use a tool called split cells. So again, to do that, we'll just highlight the cell, go to Data, Split Text to Columns, and then we just choose, I'll do that again. And this time we'll just choose to split it via a space. So there we go, we've got the years in one column and the countries in another. You can obviously undo that as well. Very handy tool to have, especially if you've got a bunch of email addresses and you wanted to split them from first name into, to send it to people in a mail merge type of thing. I use that tool all the time. If you have duplicate data or duplicate information, there's another tool where you can remove all that very simply. Just select a particular column, go to Data, Remove Duplicates. It tells you that it's 11 duplicates were removed, and now 9 unique bits of data will remain. We'll just undo that one as well. One of my favorite features with Google Sheets is the way it can help you with formulas. So you might not know how to do formulas or run them, but what you can do is you can basically ask Google a question, and it can use its AI to try to figure it out for you. So for instance, if I click on Explore here, I can ask a question. So let's say, who has the most winners? Because the column is called winner. So which country basically has won the most World Cup? And then it tells us the answer here, Brazil, with a count of 5. So yeah, as you can see, the formulas are very smart. Once our data is nice and clean, we're then ready to run our formulas. So to do that, let's say if we wanted to find out the total goals scored, you can just grab this particular column and then use the, this is our formulas here. So maybe the sum. That gives us the answer there. Other things this Explore option can do is it can do some quick formatting for you. So you can just choose a particular color you like, and voila, that looks much better now. What else we've got to use? It can do some pivot tables and do some graphical analysis. So yeah, it's quite quite a few cool things here in the Explore option. With the collaboration features of Google Sheets, you can comment on particular cells and assign tasks. So let's say if we just close this one again, might add a comment here. So to do that, you just click on comments, which is up here, add a comment, and might write need 2018 results. So yeah, as you can see, there's a little icon here. It will have a comment on that particular cell. From then, you can even assign a task to someone for an action item to do. So you type in plus, put in who you want it to be. I'll assign this one to myself. Please fill it in. So when this happens, basically an email is sent to that email address, and then that person's assigned that task, and they can reply and then mark it as complete once they've filled that in. So basically it enables you to collaborate and comment within the Google Sheet rather than taking that outside into an email or a phone call. It's all central in this particular document, which is a really great feature. A great way to stay communicated if someone does update your Google Sheet is to set up notification rules. To do that, you basically go to Tools, Notification Rule, and then you just choose this option. Any changes are made, sends an email to you as you're the owner of the document. And you do that right away. Or you could have a daily update of all the changes which were made. Save that. Finally, I'll show you some add-ons. So add-ons are third-party companies that integrate with Google Sheets, Google Drive, or G Suite to basically provide functionality or additional functionality that Google Sheets might not have. So let's say if I wanted to do some project management within the sheet, I might just type in project, and I might want to find something that can do like a Gantt chart. So I can review this one, 45,000 reviews. This looks like the type of thing I'm after. So I could install it for the whole domain, the whole company, or I could just install it just for myself. And this would potentially give me this type of functionality. It's a good idea to just have a quick review of these third-party add-ons. A lot of them are free for simple use, and then they sort of have a subscription or a charge if you need the advanced or heavy use of the particular thing. So that concludes my Google Sheets video. I hope you got some value from that and you're able to implement some great time-saving tips in the future work you do. Thank you.